Good day everyone, today I will be your moderator. So here we will be discussing the leaderships and strategic initiative of Jack Welch during his time at General Electric. So our discussion will cover various aspects of Welch leadership, the challenges he faced and also the outcomes of his initiative. So without further ado, let's begin with our first questions. To begin, let's examine the historical context surrounding both Jack Welch and also General Electric. Can anyone share insights on the states of General Electric and the broader economic environment when Welch took over in 1981?
Thank you to the moderator. I would like to share my opinion based on the first question. So, the board leader involved in this case is Jack Welch and Rex Jonas. The concept of the forum where staff members could voice out their opinions and receive prompt feedback on their suggestions and ideas that created by them. In a place of previous system, John Welch implemented a real-time planning strategy that prioritized competitive threats, competitor activity, and market dynamics. They also in charge of de-staffing procedure and the staff reduction in strategic planning. Furthermore, the managers on Welch University team were capable of taking leadership roles and enacting change, and they willing to defy the established General Electric culture and committed to new management values. They also raised in a company that value employee development and tried to apply these reforms to the individual's level. Additionally, they evaluate the advancements of senior executive and pinpoints future leaders through the organization well-established human resources processes, the environment that encourage creativity and give rewards for achievement, feedback system that assign a number between 1 and 5 staff members based on attributes including vision, teamwork and quality. Focus, consistency and follow-up is the philosophy of Jack Welch. Besides, the organization involved in this case study is General Electric. General Electric is founded by Thomas Edison in 1876. General Electric was a diversified company with a bureaucratic structure and also it faced competition in 1970s. Beyond the economic slowdown of 1970s, General Electric faced challenges in their company, for example, bureaucracy and diversification. Moreover, the company structure was hierarchical and it is slow to adapt by the employees. Furthermore, the decision making was cumbersome, hindering innovation and responsiveness to market changes.
Thank you. So here it can be seen that Welch faced significant challenges when he became CEO in 1981. So here, can anyone elaborate what were the major challenges he encountered and how effective was his leadership in addressing them?
In 1981, Jack Welch faced significant challenges as he assumed the role of CEO at General Electric GE. First, he had to navigate leading an organization that had just undergone a major transformation under his dynamic and successful predecessors. Additionally, the global economy was shifting and GE needed to adapt quickly to avoid losing market share to budge on in international competitors. The third challenge was the onset of economic slowdown that would escalate into a severe recession by 1982, which had to take immediate and decisive action to steer GE through this turbulent time. In 1981, Jack Welch took over General Electric with a vision to ensure the company did not settle for the status quo. He believed GE should be better than the best. Restructuring and strategy. Over the next 5 years, Welch led a major restructuring process addressing both internal inefficiencies and external economic concerns. He implemented a new strategy called fix, sell and close. If a business could be repaired to become number 1 or 2 in its market, it stayed. If not, it was sold or closed. Leadership changes to prepare GE for a global competition. Welch replaced 12 of the 14 business heads he initially employed. The new leaders needed a deep-rooted commitment to the new management values, the ability to break away from the old GE culture, and most importantly, the capacity to take charge and drive change. Financial impact. Between 1981 and 1985, GE's revenue shows a modest increase of 2 billion. However, Welch's strategy proved effective as operating profit grew from 1.6 billion to 2.4 billion, a 67% increases. Jack Welch's decisive leadership and strategic changes positioned GE to tackle the challenges of a new global market, demonstrating its ability to break away from the old culture and drive significant improvement.
We go to the next questions. So in the late 1980s and early 1990s, Jack Welch has launched a series of initiatives. So here, what were his main objectives with this initiative and what are the outcomes was he aiming for? And lastly, what are the rationales that drove to these changes? Could anyone share with me? I would like to answer these questions. Firstly, my name is AFRINA with metric number 297875. Yes, Jack Welch has launched a series of initiatives back in 1980s and also 1990s. The main objective for his initiative is he aimed to create a General Electric's norms which cultivates a culture of openness, candor and also facing reality while embedding the fundamental aspects of organizational culture such as speed, simplicity and also self-confidence. So there are 3 series of initiatives that have been launched by Jack Welch. First, in late 1988, the Workout Initiative was launched by Jack Welch. So here his aim is to encourage open and candid discussions among the employees to address operational challenges and also to drive efficiency. This initiative exemplifies Jack Welch's commitment to fostering a culture of transparency and also problem solving within the General Electric. Second, best practices program. So it is an initiative added by Wealth Curiosity about how to replicate of this type of honest and also energetic interactions throughout the company. So here the objective is to promote a culture of sharing successful strategies and ideas across different divisions of General Electric. So this program facilitates knowledge transfer and collaborations that lead to enhanced performance and also competitiveness within the organization. And third, in 1990, integration model was developed by General Electric based on post-acquisition reviews, so which guide the managers in integrating newly acquired operation efficiently. So this initiative was aimed to boost productivity by driving cultural transformations and also establishing a workplace where every employee feel actively involved and also empowered. So this model streamlined the integration process and accelerate the assimilations of new businesses into General Electric, where it highlight the effectiveness of Wealth emphasized on sharing expertise and also best practices. Next, the intended outcomes of Welch'S changes at General Electric are to create an environment where people could be their best, fostering creativity, a sense of accomplishments, and also reward both in the pocketbook and also the soul. So Welch'S aimed to develop generations of leaders aligned with the General Electric's new visions and cultural norms, where it will be focusing on a real priority issues and result-oriented actions. Lastly, the underlying rationale behind this transformation process was to foster a culture of continuous improvement, adaptability, and also accountability. This ultimately positioning General Electric for a long-term success in a rapidly evolving business landscape. So I guess that's all my answer for these questions. Thank you. General Electric, as a large and complex conglomerate, continued to grow profitably despite criticism. So here, how did Wealth Initiative contribute to this sustained growth, and in what ways did they add value? Can anyone here elaborate on these questions?
I would like to answer your question. In my perspective, in 1981, GE CEO Jack Welch responded to economic challenges and criticism by reaffirming the company's growth objectives and implementing drastic restructuring measures. Detailed in the 1995 annual report, Welch's plan involved reinvesting 21 billion, freeing up 11 billion by selling over 200 underperforming businesses and acquiring more than 370 new ones. He aimed to make GE more competitive and flexible by reducing strategic planning staff by 50%, adopting a real-time planning strategy, and cutting bureaucracy. Welch also emphasized creating an open, quick-thinking company culture with initiatives like workout and best practices, improving service offering, focusing on international expansions, and continuously upgrading the workforce. These efforts aim to transform GE into a more profitable, efficient, and competitive company. Based on the GE annual reports from Exhibit 5, GE sales has increased to 129,853 million over Welch's 2 decades as CEO. More significantly, he increased operating earnings by 19,630 million and was able to build the company efficiently. It should come as no surprise that the increase from 1992 to 2000 was more than 3 times higher than the growth from 1981 to 1990. These results partly reflect his shift in focus during his second decade to focus on individual projects including leadership development, workouts, best practices, and stretch goals. An alternative perspective would be to consider the stock market capitalization, which increased from 13,073 million in 1981 to 389,442 million in 2000. Furthermore, GE underwent a significant restructuring under the leadership of John Welch. The company aimed to become more rapid and lean, leading to a minimizing employees' process and a 50% reduction in the strategic planning staff. As shown in the Exhibit 1, total number of employees have dropped from 404,000 million in year 1981 to 313,000 million in year 2000. Welch's new varsity team consisted of managers committed to new management values, willing to break the old GE culture, and the ability to take charge and bring about change. 3 more business efforts produced noteworthy outcomes for the company. Globalization came first. Referring to the Exhibit 6, the growth rate of the foreign business averaged 15% per year from 1987 to 1998. In 1998, revenues from this were 42.8 million, almost double the level just 5 years earlier. The second was concentrating on expanding the service business. Service accounted for just 15% of the sales in 1980. As of 2000, the services sector was expected to account for 75% of overall income on Exhibit 9. This had a favorable impact on the business profitability, accounting for over 55% of its 1995 earnings. According to the Exhibit 11, the application of Six Sigma procedures was the third. GE predicted incremental returns of 2,000 million in 1999, despite the fact that the training of all personnel required an initial 500 million investment.
Now, let's evaluate Welch's approach to leading change. How crucial was Welch to General Electric's success? Considering his leadership style, what are the implications does this have for his replacement? Anybody can share with me?
Excuse me for interrupting. My name is IZZATUL binti ZULKIFLEE, and I would like to elaborate more on this question. Jack Welch took over as a CEO of General Electric in 1981, and he immediately implemented major changes to make the company more competitive. He aimed to make GE as the top or second best company in its industry. Welch reduced staff and streamlined planning process, earning him the nickname of Neutron Jet. He introduced initiatives like workout to cut bureaucracy and promote employees' collaboration. Welch also emphasized stretching goals to push performance standards. His efforts are paid off when GE successfully expanded into new industries such as medical and aviation. As he neared his retirement, Welch is focused on ensuring General Electric continued success. His successor will need courage, creativity, and innovation to carry on Welch's legacy and achieve the company's goal. That's all from me. Thank you.
Finally, we're already at the last questions. So here, let's discuss the progress of General Electric since the Jack Welch departure. So here, how has the organizations evolved from the time Jack Welch left until the present day?
So, for the last question, following Jack Welch's departure from General Electric, the organization underwent significant changes and faced both challenges and success in the years that followed. The corporation started making progress when Jeffrey Immelt, a former employee who worked for General Electric in the appliance, healthcare, and plastics industries, was chosen by the majority to succeed Jack Welch CEO in 2001. Under Jeffrey's leadership, General Electric made strategic acquisitions in the digital and energy sectors, such as the purchase of Alstom's power business in 2015. However, the company also faced setbacks, include the financial crisis of 2008, which impacted General Electric's financial performance. In 2017, John Flannery succeeded Immelt as CEO and initiated a series of restructuring efforts to address General Electric underperforming divisions and high level of debt. General Electric kept selling off the assets and shifting attention back to its core industrial operation. John focused on cost-cutting and measures to improve the company's financial health. General Electric continued to face challenges, including declining stock prices and ongoing scrutiny from investors and analysts. At last, John decided to resign in October 2018.
I will continue with the latter CEO of General Electric. After John Flannery resigned, the position was succeeded by the Lawrence Cobb. So here there are a lot of challenges persist as he continues to implement extremely aggressive cost cutting and also divestment plans in order to restructure General Electric operations. So General Electric then encountered difficulties again with its power and renewable energy divisions, such as changing market conditions and diminishing revenue. At last, his efforts led to improvement in General Electric financial performance and stock value. It managed to signaling to a positive shift in the organization trajectory. In summary, the post-war era at General Electric has been marked by a mix of success and challenges. So here it can be seen each CEO brought their own strategies and priorities to the table. The organization journeys from the Welch departure to the present day reflects a continuous effort to adapt, to innovate, and also position General Electric for a long-term success in a competitive global market. Despite facing obstacles, General Electric still makes efforts to position itself for future growth and adapt to shifting business circumstances. So the challenges faced along the way have shaped General Electric evolutions and also highlight the importance of adaptability and resilience in a dynamic business environment. I think that's all from me. Thank you. Alright, we already finished with all of our questions. I want to thank you all for your insightful contributions. I hope to see you guys in the next sessions. Thank you and goodbye.